one piece left for you, but before we do that, we're going to take a moment to do a little grad presentation to our graduating grade 12s. And we've all promised each other we will not cry. All right. So, here's how we're going to do this. They were each given 20 minutes. 20 seconds. 20 seconds to write a sentiment that they would like to share with everyone. And I said they can, say their piece, say what they enjoyed about music or anything as their sort of parting words. And then I've got a rose for each one of them to represent their time here at the Woodlands in music. They didn't want me to call them alphabetically, so I'm going to do it in some sort of random order. And it'll be surprise to you all. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the first person we have is George Liu. I've practiced last names, so I'm so sorry if I mess it up. George Liu is going into medical sciences at the University of Western Ontario.
These last performances of my final spring concert, I reflect on how music has shaped me up until now. I must thank my family, friends, and the wonderful Mr. Mucci and Miss Jack for these last few years of my musical journey. I would also like to thank my friends Samuel, Shanu, Luke, Andy, Zheng, the Kuba Quartet, and many other people that I'm quickly running out of time to name. I think back fondly on morning band, jazz, and pit orchestra, which I'd like to think that I'm leaving in good hands. Though this movement of my life is coming to an end, these memories and this music will always stay with me. Thank you.
The next person I'm going to call up is Jasmine Tao. Jasmine is, as of yet, undecided where she's going to go next year, but it's going to be phenomenal. She wrote down Clown College, and I applaud that effort. Okay, you better go. Got it. Oh, thank you.
It's difficult to sum up 3 years of memories into a short speech. Today was really rough. A lot of mistakes happened, but we still get through it. There's so much of this beautiful, precious, and unexplainable love that goes into this band that you see over here, our friendships and our performances. A love for music because the songs that we play shape who we are and bring us closer to each other as a music family. A love for each other through every reassuring glance, genuine smile, and deep conversation. And finally, a love for our performances. The ones that you've heard today, the absolute amount of heart and soul we've poured into these all. It goes without saying that these moments will last forever, contained in the hearts of these amazing musicians that you see here tonight. To say that I'm proud of how far we've come is an understatement, because we've done so much, and I want to extend a huge, incredibly huge thank you to someone who has been awesome through it all, Miss Jack. Can we get a round of applause for Miss Jack? The good times, the hard times, and everything in between. She's been there. You can tell her students mean so much to her because she gives us her everything. She's more than a teacher, and she's our friend, and I'm so lucky to have been part of her senior concert band. Thank you, Miss Jack, to my band, and everyone who has been here. You guys are so amazing, and I love you all.
Thanks, Jasmine. The next person we have is Samuel Wu. Samuel will be attending IB Business and Health Sciences at the University of Western Ontario.
Thank you. I never intended to participate in music in high school, much less play the trumpet. But a series of coincidental events led me here today. But I regret nothing. Regardless, over the past 4 years, music has decidedly become a fundamental part of my life and identity. I want to thank you, Mom and Dad, for sacrificing so much to begin my musical journey 15 years ago, and my teachers, Miss Jack, Mr. Mutri, Miss Sudan, and friends such as George Liu, Luke Zeng, Shanu Mutyampeta, Mars Dong, Ailen Meng, and Ryan Ben Lasuid for supporting me through it all. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Chelsey Sun, also going to Crown College. Undecided as of yet. So many offers on the table, we just don't know what to pick.
Oh wow, this is nerve-wracking. Over the past 4 years, the one thing I learned is that the music program has been so welcoming and supportive, and it's been like my family. From playing in the pit band during musicals for the past 3 years to just jamming with friends at lunch, and also just standing on the stage performing at the Chicago Symphony Center was all these amazing experiences. I couldn't have done it without music. I wish I could go back in time and relive all of these wonderful memories. Thank you to my parents for driving me to band every morning and also buying me my very expensive French horn. My wonderful friends, as well as the amazing Miss Jack and Mr. Mutri for always believing me and pushing me to be my best. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Jonathan Zhang, who is going into honors mathematics at the University of Waterloo.
Okay, I just want to thank my graduating alto saxophonists, Andy, Jason, Matthew, and Abdullah. You guys have really pushed me through these 4 years of band, and I've been so excited to play with you guys. And I also want to thank some of my roommates during the overnight band trips that we had. I shared a lot of amazing memories, and I'll treasure them for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Abdullah Yafaoui, who's going into mechanical engineering at York University.
Thank you, Miss Jack.
Next is Maya Shi, who's going into engineering and with co-op at McMaster University.
It's been 4 years, and while this isn't my first time on stage, today is a special day. Not only is it my last performance, but it's also the first time I've made it to a school music festival completely healthy. No sore throat and no fever whatsoever, just me and my instrument, and well, also my sheet music. Anyways, huge thanks to my family for always supporting me, driving me around, and enduring my 10 p.m. Whoops, I forgot there was a playing test tomorrow, practice session. Thank you to Miss Conan for sparking my love for music, Mr. Mutri for introducing me to jazz, and Miss Jack for making 7 a.m. rehearsals fun despite the fact that I'm only 30% awake half the time. Probably less than that. To my low brass section, you've definitely hurt my ears, a lot. But I've seen so much growth this year, and I'm very, very proud of you all. And thank you to everyone here for listening and supporting us. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
who's going into psychology at the University of Toronto.
It's been a hell of 4 years, and I gotta say, I loved every part of it. I'm gonna miss this band when we go off into the great wide summer. I hope all of our 10s and 11s have as much fun as we did. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, because I will most likely never be waking up this early ever again.
Yes, you will. All right, next I'd like to call up Sandro Gogoladze. Sandro is going into physical and math sciences. I can't even read it, so I'm not going there. Physical and math sciences at the University of Toronto.
It's been a very long 4 years, but I am glad to have spent it with Woodlands Music. Thank you to my parents, and I noticed some people on stage who haven't thanked their parents, so thank you to you as well. You get thanks from me. So thank you to my mom for driving me to school early in the morning for nearly 300 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and also for driving me around a lot of days besides that. Thank you to the wonderful clarinet section for putting up with me, even when I'm losing my voice and all feeling in my palms. And a biggest thank you to Miss Jack and Mr. Mutri for working every single day to make the music department a place for all of us.
Bing Bing Zhang is going into electrical engineering at the University of Waterloo.
Firstly, I would like to thank Ms. Jack and Mr. Mutri for their unwavering support and guidance throughout these 6 unforgettable years. I would also like to thank all the friends and band who have made this journey so memorable. Although I won't miss waking up at 6 a.m. every other day, I'll truly miss all the relationships and memories we have built throughout these years, and they will be ones I will always cherish. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Shufei Ma, who's going into Bachelor of Film and Television at Sheridan College.
So, music in band has been one of the most important experiences I was able to be a part of in high school, and it has meant so much to me to be able to play with the senior concert band and the jazz band for everyone tonight. I also want to thank Ms. Jack and Mr. Mutri for encouraging me to be the best musician I can be and creating a very fun and welcoming community for all of us. Thank you as well to my parents who have driven me to band every morning and given me so much of their time, support, and money to help me to pursue music. I truly feel so privileged and grateful to have been able to have music be a part of these last 4 years, and I will be taking these memories and experiences with me as I move on to the next chapter of my life. Thank you.
I'd like to call up Alice Liu, who's going to medical sciences at Western University.
So I would like to begin with thanking Mrs. Jack, Mr. Mutri, and all other staff members who have supported the music program here.
It's undoubtedly the most interesting and strangely proactive group of people I've ever seen. Despite many sleepless mornings, occupied lunch hours, loud bus rides, and widespread illnesses, I'm glad music and band have been a part of my life throughout these 4 years. Congratulations to all of my grade 12 peers, and thank you especially to those whose speeches are over the time limit, so I'll be standing here for an extended period of time.
Next, I'd like to call up Jason Gali, who's going into culinary management at George Brown College.
Hello everyone. I don't really know what to say other than thank you. Thank you to Mrs. Conan and every grade 9 class for everyone in grade 9 class for inspiring me to pursue music. Thank you to Mrs. Jack and Mr. Mutri for always being there and available for their students at all times. Thank you to my parents for driving me to band in the mornings and paying so much money for my expensive band trips. Thank you to my friends for being there for me, being supportive and inspirational. There truly is no other experience in this world quite like music, and I'm so grateful that I got this opportunity. The future is uncertain, and I am not sure how life will turn out, but I do know that the experiences I've had in this music program have prepared me for the future. Band has taught us to be resilient, hardworking, and quick on our feet. To all of my classmates graduating with me, your future is bright. You got this. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Luke Zeng, who's going into physical and mathematical sciences at the University of Toronto.
I'm really grateful to the Woodlands Music Department for creating so many happy memories for me over these 4 years. I'm really thankful to my music teachers, my parents, and my section, especially Samuel Wu, Shanu Mutyampeta, Mars Dong, George Liu, as well as my seniors who really supported me when I was in grade 10 and 11, Adam Ben-Laswood, Enoch Lodu, Derek Lay, and Benjamin Anderson.
Next, I'd like to call up Ailen Meng, who's going into computer science at the University of Toronto.
The last 3 years in senior band have been an unforgettable experience for me, and it's crazy to think that it all started with a random email that Ms. Jack sent me asking me if I wanted to join band. So thank you for that. I'm glad I responded. But ever since then, music and band has been a huge part of my life, and I'm really thankful for everyone that I've met here. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Mr. Mutri, Ms. Jack, and my parents for their hard work and for always supporting me. Thank you.
I'd like to call up Ryan Jian, who is going into chemical and physical sciences at McMaster University.
Hello. Okay, thanks to Miss Jack, Mr. Mutri for making the music program so good here. Thanks to my fellow peers who made coming to school at 7 a.m. in the morning kind of bearable. And thanks to my parents for forcing me to practice at home. Thank you.
I'd like to call up Matthew Wang, who's going into computer engineering at the University of Waterloo.
years, and I still kind of suck at music, but that's okay, because I had so many friends sucking alongside me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's exactly how I would like it, and I'd like to thank them very dearly. Thank you for all the amazing moments and memories. They mean the world to me. And above all, thank you, Mom and Dad. You made these 4 years bearable, even easy at times. So thank you. It means the world to me. Thank you.
By the way, he doesn't suck. All right, I'd like to call up Crystal Wu, who's going into Honors Health Science with co-op at the University of Waterloo.
I just want to start off by thanking my mom and dad for the endless rides and support over the years, especially continuously pushing me to do my very best, and has been super encouraging even throughout my very late midnight practices. Thank you to the incredible music teachers, Mr. Mutri and Ms. Jack, for their guidance and dedication to music, and to all of us as students. And big thanks to the clarinet section and to Christal Xing for sticking with me for so long. It's hard to remember every single face in our really huge band, but I truly wish each of you success in whatever goals you're chasing. And for those still unsure about the future, if there's one thing I've learned throughout these very long years, is that you won't really know if you're ready. It's a leap of faith, but being part of this music program has shown me that some leaps are worth taking. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Christal Xing, who's going into Honors Mathematics at the University of Waterloo.
I want to start by thanking my mom and dad who sparked my love for music through early piano lessons and led me to join our school's band in grade 9. A big thank you to Ms. Conan, Ms. Jack, and Mr. Mutri. Your dedication to music has truly inspired me to become a better musician. And to my best friend and fellow clarinetist, Christal Wu, thank you for 4 years of laughs, especially during those early 7 a.m. mornings where I know we both had trouble waking up. I also want to thank my 2 sisters for their endless patience with my constant practicing at home, even when I'm sure they were ready to strangle me for playing until midnight on some desperate nights. Finally, to the class of 2025, thank you for being such a special part of this journey with me, and I hope that wherever we go in the future, music will always stay with us, a piece of our past that reminds us of our early mornings, shared stages, and friends who made it all unforgettable.
Next, we have Mars Dong, who's going into computer science at the University of Toronto.
Finally, it's done. 4 years of early Tuesdays and Thursdays really does take its toll. At least I could enjoy the wonderful sunrises when I actually wake up for them. So big thanks to my mom for waking me up whenever I overslept. Just in time to show up 20 minutes late, but better late than never. And so also thanks to my father for making my wonderful trips possible. And of course, big thanks to my fellow trumpet players, Luke Zheng, Samuel Wu, Shanu Mutyampeta, and for making my morning band rehearsals a bit more enjoyable. And finally, thank you to Ms. Mutri and Ms. Jack for guiding me through my high school music career.
I'd like to call up Shanu Mutyampeta.
I didn't say that
Being a part of band for the past 4 years has been one of the highlights of my time. I've made memories that I'll carry with me for a lifetime, whether it was the long bus rides, the performances, and spending time with friends who feel like family, such as Samuel Wu, Luke Zhang, Mars Dawn, Aaron Lim, and George Lee. I want to thank my parents for their constant support and for driving me to band every morning in rain or shine. I would also like to thank Miss Jack, Mr. Mutri, and Miss Conan for inspiring me to grow not just as a musician, but as a person. I'm so grateful for everything that this journey has given me.
I'd like to call up Justin Coe. I don't know where he's going. Oh yeah, another Crown College recipient. Where are you going? Undecided.
Holding this rose is way harder than it looked for the past 3 years. Okay, I've got too much to say in too little time, so I'll try and talk a little bit faster. I have to thank my mom for everything she has done to make me me. Also want to thank my quibbling quartetters for being so goated, being my inspiration, being my idols. Shout out to my awesome tenor sax section for making me so excited to come back next year. And I also want to thank the entire grade 12 class for being the most amazing companions on my journey here. They are what makes music here the highlight of my day. Music here is not just a course, it is community, it's compassion, it is heart, soul, and passion. On that note, I want to thank Miss Jack for being the beating heart of that music here. Were it not for you, we would not be standing here as the people that we are. You might very well be the single best teacher I have ever had. Thank you so much to everybody. I'll try not to cry during Dancing Fire, but no guarantees. I love you all.
I'd like to call up Andy Gu, who's going to do something. He's going to engineering science at U of T.
20 seconds, yeah. 4 years ago, I sat around there were chairs there, in those very seats, listening to this very concert band, fawning over how it was humanly possible to do what they do. And now that, okay. How it's humanly possible to do what they do. And now, standing on the stage, having done what they did, it's easy to say that it's the passion, the care, the dedication poured into by our educators, parents, and community that make this happen. So I want to thank Ms. Conan, Ms. Jack, Mr. Mutri, Mr. Zia, whose commitment never wavered. Thank you to my parents for their unstoppable force of support for my involvement in music. And I want to thank most that these people recognize that music is worth the investment when too often it is overlooked. Because music takes us to a place. Takes us to places because we performed in places like New York, Chicago, Ancaster Secondary School in Hamilton, Ontario. But it also takes us to places where diamonds are stolen, where trees grow tall despite challenging environments, where sisters try to rescue each other from their fates. And that's beautiful because being such a STEM-centered school, Exhibit A, our music program reminds us that, and I'm ripping this straight from Dead Poets Society, that medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and are necessary to sustain life. But the beauty in life, like music, that's what we stay alive for. And you can feel that liveliness right here in the heartbeat of the band. And I'd like to say that the best measure to tell that the Woodlands will continue to thrive is that I get a fear of missing out when I graduate. And in the best way possible, that FOMO will hit so hard because this inspired group will never not continue to grow, learn, inspire, and exceed, which already makes me look forward to the next 4 years of Spring Fest to come. Thank you so much.